Hello, welcome to the video. Today I'm going to do a tier list of the championship, and I'm joined with Jack. Hello, Jack. Do you want to say hi?
Hello.
Jack is a Forest fan, so it'll be interesting what we rank this. So, Jack, we're doing a tier list championship, like I said, and how we're
Yep.
going to rank it is that we've got all the championship teams. We're going from A star, A, B, C, D, E, and then we've got Blackburn.
Okay. Right.
So
Okay.
I'll do Blackburn first now. I'll just fix that. So the first team we've got is... Oh, also, we're going to rate it just for this season alone, not as a whole. Just this season alone.
This season so far.
Yeah. So, first club we've got is Birmingham. Where would you put Birmingham? That's an interesting one.
I think it has to be in the lowest of the lowest ones, the one above Blackburn.
I'm thinking DOE.
If this was, if it can't be any, purely because they absolutely shot themselves. Like,
You know what?
if this was, I don't know, October or August or whenever they, not August, like October, November time when they didn't get rid of Eustace, that'd be very, very high.
Yeah.
But Rooney experiment puts them in E automatically.
Yeah, like if it weren't for Rooney, I'd say they would be on A because the way they've changed the foundations of the club looks really good. But Rooney, my God, stink.
They've had
Stinky.
two great managers this year. It's just a shame that they've had Rooney.
Yeah, I agree on that. Actually, he was not very good. With his son coming out and like chatting shit about him as well. So
Yeah, the voice notes weren't great.
yeah. Second team we got is Bristol City. I say C. They've done pretty standard. It's nothing special. They've done what Bristol City would do.
Yeah, they've done relatively well but obviously they lost Alex Scott and stuff. So solidifying mid-table. Yeah, I'd say B or C.
I think they've done well to not get rid of Alex Scott, but lose Alex Scott and still stay relatively in the
they're not.
same
Yeah,
spot. They've not been too harmed by it, so that's pretty good.
I think they are the most mid team in the entire league. So I think C is pretty fair.
Yeah. Cardiff City. God, Cardiff.
Um,
I'd probably say D. You know.
I'd say C purely because they had no expectations.
Yeah, I back that. Yeah.
Like, did they really go into this season thinking they were going to do anything?
No.
No.
And it's not like they've done worse than people expected, I guess. So I'll give you that.
Yeah, they're what, 14th, 15th at the minute, so I'd say C.
Coventry, I'm thinking D. Just because majority of the season they were literally like on the outskirts of relegation, and now they've picked up some results.
No, they can't.
Well, where are they now? Because they're close to playoffs now, actually, aren't they?
Yeah, they're
okay.
ninth. But
Okay, maybe it's going to be higher up then.
I think C, because obviously they lost again,
C.
Like Bristol City, they lost big players.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, I mean, it's definitely A if they were still in relegation area, but to get out of relegation area and now pushing for playoffs, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, they are doing quite well.
Huddersfield. Where would you put
Is the one below Blackburn? They can go right at the bottom. They are horrendous. They're horrible to watch.
I'll put it.
They're not fun. They're terrible.
They are terrible. I agree. They are very much punching now. Like punching relegation. To say they were they're in playoffs 2 years ago, it's very bad. It is very bad. They had I feel like they went from like on this. They've been on the like edge of relegation for years. And then they had that 1 year where they had playoff finals against you lot, and then they've just gone back to scraping, like missing relegation.
Yeah, they're still
again.
obsessed with that game where we beat them, so they can go and sit and eat because they're clearly not over it.
Hull City, I think A.
A star.
Do you go in A star? I was thinking A star, but I was like,
they're so fun. They're such a fun team.
And compared to last season, they've definitely exceeded expectations. It's like getting Fabio Carvalho and obviously Anis Aurora and just the way they play and the style of play. Yeah, A star. You know what? I'm happy with A star there. I think
fan in the middle.
If Hull City get playoffs, they're winning playoffs. I fully believe that. By the way.
Also, Liam Rostigna I know he's Derby, but he does look the boy. He does look really good.
I'm a big fan of him. I'm a really big fan of him. Some of the videos I've seen of like half-time talks as well. I like him.
I really like Rostigna.
I don't really want to. I have nothing against this team, but I don't feel good putting them in A-star, but they have to be an A-star, and it's Ipswich. Ipswich have to go in A-star, because to go and get promoted and being like automatics for the majority of the season, it's A-star.
Yeah. It's turned around their little wobble as well, I think.
Yeah. They had like 9 where they didn't win or something like that, I think. 9 or 7 games,
there was a little while where they didn't really. They were just not good, but now they're back. They've won 4 on the bounce. They're going back to scoring goals as well.
Yeah,
away from home leaves a little to be desired, maybe, but I think that realistically they can't be anywhere else.
This team, Leeds United, I'm going to put in A, and I want to see what you think of
that. No, I'd stick in A-star.
I don't think so, because I feel like
they're brilliant.
I do think they're brilliant, and I think they did really well to win against Leicester, and I do think they're a very good team. But I feel like they're a team with like these brilliant stars that just can't properly work together. That's what the team feels like.
Really?
Yeah. For when I watch them, it feels like these like.
They've not lost this year though. Like, and we're at the end of Feb.
That's pretty impressive. I'm not saying like they don't gel well together. I just think there's a lot of star players there, and there's a lot of I feel like there's a lot of mixed chemistry in the squad, and I think
they're the only team that can even dream about catching Leicester though, which is why I'd put them A-star.
That's true. You've convinced me with that one. That's very true. Yeah. No, you've won me over there. Leicester, I don't even think we need to talk about this one, if I'm being very honest.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a £900 million each.
Their defence alone cost £55 million, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is A-star.
With Joe Worrell, they got Wout Faes.
Joe Worrell, wow.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. Middlesbrough. Where do Middlesbrough place right now?
They're like low mid-table, I think.
I kind of want to put them D.
Yeah, I was thinking D
because
they had expectations.
They were one of the teams that I thought would be punching playoffs, but it don't look like they were close to it now.
No, they're not. They're not going to be in that conversation. I don't think. I think Michael Carrick had a bit of a down year. I know it got to a semi-final, so probably not. But no.
Millwall E, 100%.
Yeah, it's a shame there's not an F tier for Millwall. They look horrendous.
Yeah, they're very bad.
They've done well sacking Joe Edwards because the drop was looming. They are not a good football side. I watched the commentary game. It was on TV.
And then to then win, obviously because they've got the new manager now. Well, sort of brought him back to win against Southampton. I suppose that's pretty good. Win, It's a good result for him.
It's probably the best use of a new manager.
To Sheffield Wednesday. That's a season.
Yeah, well, they lost a silly amount of games in a row.
No, yeah, 100%. Too many.
And they just looked awful. Joe Edwards. So I think he's probably a nice little home for him.
This one I'm actually a little torn on. Where would you put Norwich?
B.
Yeah, B or C. I'm thinking.
They're right knocking on the door, which is why
they are knocking on the door for playoffs. Yeah, and they've got some really good talent in there. I just feel like they've had some silly results. That makes me more to lean towards C. But you know what? I'm happy with B. I am happy with B. I'll take B. Because they have got some really decent players. They are punching playoffs. I just think a club like that, I don't know. I feel like maybe should be doing a little bit better, but they are definitely doing a lot better than last season.
I like B for them because they could still push on and go a little bit in them playoffs.
Yeah. Plymouth, I think A or B for Plymouth. Because I don't think I think they'd be
I'd go B.
Okay.
I'd go B. I think they've been helped. I think it's similar to for example, when we got promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah.
We were helped by teams seemingly only playing 10 players every other week. They are just some horrendous teams.
Yeah. I think I do think they've exceeded expectations.
So I think B's fine. Yeah, I think B's fine.
I'm not against B. Preston. Now, if this was the first, let's say if this was October, it would be A-star, right?
We're going A though.
I am going A. No, I'm more than happy with A. Weren't it in their first 4 weeks, every new signing that they had for that summer scored? They were ridiculous.
Yeah, they were.
Where are they now though?
So good in August.
Because
they're just outside playoff.
I think that's pretty well for Preston. I think they've done well there.
Yeah.
QPR. I mean, they do have a criminal playing for him.
Yeah, exactly. So they can't get much higher. They're just not very good.
No, they're not. They're not very good. And
I love Steve Cook and Jack Colback and Albert Adoma, and they are just vibes FC.
Do you think they survive?
The vibes aren't good.
Do you think they survive relegation?
It depends on what Stoke do. I think Stoke's a very interesting one. Stoke
looks bad.
But I think Stoke have the bigger potential to turn it around. And then I mean the bottom 10 in the Championship is a mess. But I do think QPR are one of the teams that should be really worried.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree. They definitely should be really worried because their financial side is not looking good as well. Rotherham. I'm happy with C for Rotherham.
E.
They're
on 19 points.
Wait, are they bottom?
Yeah, they're on 19 points.
Am I thick? I thought they were just outside relegation. That's why I put them as C.
They're horrendous. They've got one good player and it's the keeper.
I clearly can't comment enough on Rotherham for me thinking they're outside playoffs. So I'm trusting.
They're going in E.
I'm definitely trusting your judgment. They're going in E. Sheffield Wednesday. Yeah, I want to hear what you say for that one.
It would be E at the start. I'm willing to push them up to a D. It's still not great. You're still probably going down. Yes, your new manager has done quite well. I'll give him that. He's won 8 out of his 18 or whatever. Danny Roll or whatever he's called.
Yeah.
But it's I feel like Sheffield Wednesday are that team that come up with the aims of doing what Ipswich did. Like Barry Bannon's press conference. I mean, I don't like the bloke, but he just seemed to believe so much, and they're just so bad.
Yeah, they are very bad.
I mean, Rotherham are a dead set, but I think Sheffield Wednesday are another team that's probably going to go down.
I think so. I think, if Rotherham are on that many points, then they're definitely going down. That's insane. That tells you everything I know about Rotherham. I feel like they've got some really mad results though, as of this season.
I don't know.
But Sheffield Wednesday, I think that's definitely.
They're another team, by the way, yet to win Rotherham in 2023.
Wow. Okay.
2024. Sorry.
Yeah, that's insane. But I think Rotherham. No, not Rotherham. I think Sheffield Wednesday. I think everyone expected to go down, but I thought it'd be a lot worse because their finances and their wage structure and stuff, it looks terrible. And then to just kind of get rid of the manager just like that was a bit odd as well. But I think they've had some okay results, and I think their result against Millwall, even no matter how they were struggling, that was a big game for them and gives them a little bit of hope. For me, I'm happy with D. If you're happy with D,
D. I think D's fine.
Southampton.
B.
Oh, B. Okay, tell me why B.
They came down with, I'd argue, again, a similar level of squad. I reckon.
Okay.
And they had players like Adam Armstrong, who's done it in the Championship before.
Yeah.
And a Rebo, who's silly good for this league. And then obviously Harwood Bellis, who obviously proved himself the year before in the Championship. And they got players like James Bree, who's been good in the Championship. I feel like they had the least transition player-wise. And I just feel like they play boring football. I know it works. But I don't want to see a team make 900 passes backwards a game. And that's what you get with Russell Martin.
Yeah.
But I just think they're not on the same level as Leeds and Leicester when they had, I'd say, pretty much similar expectations.
Would you not say A because they had 18 unbeaten matches in a row? And they have been pretty, they play shite ball, but they're pretty solid when they play. They just randomly get these really bad results, against teams that they should be beating. Like Millwall, yeah.
I don't know. I just think because Leicester and Leeds came down with expectations of being top 2, and they are. But Southampton also came down as we're going to go straight back up. I'll maybe stretch to an A, but I'd like them in B. But if you want an A, I'll settle for an
A. Let's go with A because I still think they can get automatics. They're very close. If the season finishes and they get automatics, I won't be surprised, and that's why I think A as well. I think that's what distincts me from A and B. So Stoke. I've already pressed it.
E. We don't need to talk about Stoke. They're horrendous.
This one, Sunderland. They've been a funny team this season. I can't lie, Sunderland. They've been a funny team.
I think C, because
if
you'd have told them there'd be high mid-table, not really challenging playoffs, I think they'd have taken it.
Yeah, I agree. Swansea.
D. They're not good.
I think
they're not too bad to the way they should be worried.
Yeah.
It must be boring being a Swansea fan at the minute.
Oh, terrible. Must be terrible. Watford.
Watford's a weird one.
It is. I was thinking the same.
I
think C.
Do you reckon?
It's either C or D for me. I'll be really honest, because they don't.
Obviously, they were mid-table last year, and it was a disappointment. Now I think they're mid-table, and it's not too much of a disappointment. So I think C is fine.
Yeah, I just think.
I think this year them stabilising is a lot more expected.
Yeah,
whereas last year they were like, we're going to get playoffs.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, I agree with that. West Brom, I say B.
I say A.
Why do you think A?
Because it's turbulent at West Brom. Their owner is either minted or ain't got 220p coins to rub together.
That's so bad. And at this current stage, or like in the past couple of months, they looked very bad financially. Like the amount of loans and shit.
And I think they are just starting to be the point where they will just. I think West Brom will be the team that just doesn't move too much, never challenges the top 4, so to say. But I don't think they're in too much danger of dropping out as of yet. I think West Brom are pretty solidified.
I reckon the playoff final could be a West Brom Hull situation if it favours, like if they're safe. Like
I think the playoff stays as is, which is mental to say because there's still 12 games left. But I think it stays as is.
Who's currently playoffs?
Ipswich, Southampton, West Brom, and Hull.
I think that's bang on. I think
it stays as is.
I think there'll be like a mix. There'll be mixers throughout, but at the end they'll finish.
Yeah.
Maybe not them exact positions, but then 4 will get playoffs. I do think that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else can. Maybe Norwich slips in though. I do feel like a Norwich slipping could happen.
Nah, I'm not too sold. I mean, they're on a good run, but I think it all comes down to. I mean, it will all come down to the last 3 or 4 as usual, but.
Yeah.
I think in terms of a team being able to keep form, Hull would be the one that I'm worried about more than West Brom there. So
I agree. I actually do agree with that. And I think if West Brom weren't in the financial situation, I'd be happy with B.
Yeah.
But like I see, like because of their financial situation and the way they're playing and stuff, and how the results they're getting, I back you with A there. I will change my mind.
Yeah, I like an A.
Yeah, I think that's fine. So I think that's pretty good. I know you can't see it right now, Jack, but we've got A star. So we've got Hull, Ipswich, Leeds, Leicester. A, we've got Preston, Southampton, West Brom. B, we've got Norwich and Plymouth. C, we've got Bristol City, Cardiff, Coventry, Sunderland, Watford. D, we've got Middlesbrough, Sheffield Wednesday, Swansea. E, we've got Birmingham City, Huddersfield, Millwall, QPR, Rotherham, Stoke. And then Blackburn, we've got Blackburn.
Okay, well, I would put Blackburn. I mean, I wouldn't. I'd put them in D. If I was being
that's fair. You. I'll let you. Yeah. So your vote for Blackburn.
And also, I'd like to late move. I'd like to move Bristol City up.
Really? Where to? What, B?
Yeah, I'd like to move. Yeah, into B. I feel like I was a bit harsh.
No, you know what? I'll let you have that one.
I think I'll move them up.
Yeah, fair enough. I moved it up for you. I think Blackburn would be in relegation right now if it weren't for Schmadix. I'll be very honest. That man scores every week. But that's a good result. That's a good table. I'm happy with that. Hopefully, we don't get too many hate comments on this. I have a feeling we will. But I'm pretty happy with that.
Blackburn fans.
Yeah, let them come. All right. Thank you all for watching the video. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of our content, make sure to hit the subscription button. And if you want to be notified when we upload, make sure to hit that notifications bell. Thank you all for watching. See you later.